Hey guys, welcome back to Old Rivers Farm. First day planting corn. It's mid-April here in middle Georgia. I usually like to start planting the first week of April, but we've had a little bit unusual cool weather here. So usually if you get it in anytime between first week of April and really all April, you're good to go. So I had some corn that I planted last year on last day of April. It did really well. So we have such a long growing season that, to be honest, you can plant corn here. You can plant 115-day corn here right on up to July 4th probably, and still make a crop that will be dry come fall. But yeah, so I'm out here behind the house. I usually just call this the 12-acre top field, and then down here on the bottom side is 10 acres, which we'll be planting it later. But I've got about 30 acres worked up right now. I got a little bit more to work up and get planted here in the next 2 weeks. But I really wanted to just go ahead and get some seed in the ground, really, before I worked up the rest of that ground. But this ground worked up pretty good. I ran over it twice with the disc. The other fields, I ran the ripper across. This is the only field that I didn't. I ripped this field last year. So yeah, and yesterday, I've never done it like this before, but yesterday I took advantage of a rain shower that came through, and I went ahead and sprayed my pre-emerge. So I'll put down the full labeled rate of Dual, which is a Group 15 herbicide, and full labeled, well, half the label rate of atrazine. I'll come back post-emerge with the other half, and threw in some generic glyphosate, because there's some small grass weeds that were popping up. So went ahead and did that. Let me flip you around here and show you how it's going. So here we are, first day. Same setup as last year. The 4630 with the Case 900s, plate planters. Went through the whole thing. Didn't take very long. I've got very good since I've had this planter for a while. I've got a mental checklist, and I can run through it, and in about a day or so. This year it didn't really need any wear parts, but I went through it really fast and got it set up. And this is the first pass here, so I'm actually about to do a dig. I've actually done a dig. This seed, if you get the right plate, you get the right sprocket settings, I'll put this planter up against a vacuum planter any day. This is one of the better planters that were made back in, I want to say this planter was an 80s model. I'm not sure on that. I want to say they made them in the 80s and maybe through the early 90s, but don't quote me on that. But anyways, here's where I was digging. We are dry land farming here, and I have for the past couple of years been planting about 22,000 seeds to the acre. When you factor in germination, I'd like to have a final stand of around 19 to 20,000 seeds, and that is because with the county average being so low, which I've been 25% better than the county average here for 2 years now. Well, last year, maybe not. Well, I don't confuse myself. I've been anywhere between 15 and 25% above the county average the past 2 years, depending on the field and the circumstance. But you don't need a whole lot of seeds per acre to reach what I'm going for. Dry land conditions here in Georgia, you're lucky to get 85 bushels to the acre. 100 would be fantastic. Last year my corn was in the mid 90s average, so I forgot how many seeds you need to make 100 bushel corn, but you definitely don't have to put out as much as a lot of people think. So I'm trying to back it up and go with around 22,000. If it ends up being, you know, a little less than that, honestly, it's fine. Anyways, I don't want any doubles or anything like that. This is what I've dug so far and found. So there was a seed there, seed there, seed there. Perfect. I might change the sprocket setting and try to get this a little farther apart, but this is pretty close to how I like it. So there should be a seed probably in this area here. Let's see if I'm right. It should be in here. I might be a little too deep too. Yeah, see, there's still some green weeds that were buried by the discs that have not fully died yet. All right, where's this seed? These were fairly deep down in there, but they're hard to find sometimes too, I'll tell you that. You wouldn't think it would be so hard to find them, but they do get to be a little challenging to find. I can't find it. Should have already about dug up too. I might be going too deep. Yeah, I probably went too deep and I've scraped it up somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Feel a lot better if I could find another one. Okay, all right, this one's kind of over here towards the sidewall right there, and this gap here, which is probably about is that about a foot, maybe a little bit more, that is fine. That doesn't concern me one bit. Like I say, these were a bit close, so those two there, it was literally up here kind of on the side. So maybe there wasn't one right here. Maybe there was. We'll put these back and let's dig back this way and see what we get. Here's some old an old corn stalk from 2 years ago, still trying to get broke down. All right, so with that one being there, it should be no more than about a foot from that seed. Well, 10 inches, I think, is what I'm aiming for. I have to go back and look in the book. So here's a seed right here. So that's pretty consistent. I don't know if, that might be 8 inches. I don't even know if that's 8. So I might have to do a little bit of adjustments here, but that's fine. It's first day. Here's your next one.